Hey Dave, how's it going?
Oh, hey Gary, I'm doing good. Just working on this list of questions I got from a resident regarding the budget and taxes for this year. I've been watching the County of Volusia YouTube page, watching the council meetings, just trying to gather all the information I can.
You know, this is the fiscal year 2021-22 budget book. It's probably a good place for you to start. Why don't you take a look and see what you can find?
Wow. Thanks, Gary.
Hey, sure thing. And remember, budgets, numbers, they can be a little dry, a little boring, so try to have some fun with it.
Will do. Have a good night.
All right, you too, Dave.
Thanks, Gary.
All the services the county provides, $349 million general fund budget, inflationary costs, $961 million operating budget, property tax rates for the past 10 years, $964.60 million, population increases, county staffing levels have been going down. Gary said have fun.
Okay, Dave, let's get started. So in its simplest terms, a budget is a financial plan based on revenue and expenses, and a budget also establishes spending priorities for programs and services for the public. Property taxes, well, they account for approximately 1/3 of the county's total operating revenue. The remainder comes from a variety of sources, such as licenses and permits, fees, special assessments, fines, charges for services, and appropriated fund balance. For this budget year, County Council set the general fund tax rate at 5.3812 mils. That's a reduction from last year's rate of 5.45 mils. And this also marks the 4th year in a row and the 5th time in the past 6 years that the general fund tax rate has gone down. The budget approval process involves a significant investment of time by the County Council and county staff. There are a series of meetings, workshops, public hearings for citizen input, and council discussion. Ultimately, the County Council votes to approve the budget. In fact, it's one of the most important things that they do. Now, this year's general fund, it's $349.1 million. But we're not buying sharks with laser beams on their head. The general fund goes for those core county-wide services. Council and staff, they've made public safety for our residents their very top priority. And that's why there's also money in this year's budget for several new positions. Putting together a budget is a little like, no, it's actually a lot like the guy at the circus spinning all those plates on sticks and trying to make sure that none of them fall and crash. The trick is to ensure that there's enough revenue to keep all of those services going efficiently and effectively. Things like road maintenance, environmental protection, stormwater drainage, law enforcement, fire rescue, veteran services, ambulance service, community assistance, libraries, parks. Our residents, they really rely on these services. As with any budget, over time costs tend to go up. Assessing community needs and establishing service levels, well, that's largely a function of the population growth. Based on census figures, Volusia County's population increased by 110,000 in just the last 20 years.
So when we talk about the county's budget, it seems like the biggest focus is on the general fund. Why is that?
Now, it's because the general fund finances the services that the county provides to everyone in Volusia County, regardless of whether you live inside or outside of a city. And the general fund is supported by a county-wide property tax, which means it affects all taxpayers in the county. It's one of the 9 tax funds that the county operates, but it's the one that gets the most attention.
Thanks, Gary. This has been some really useful information. I'm glad I came to you for help.
Excellent.
Oh, hey Gary.
Dave, what's going on? Did you get any sleep last night?
No, not really.
Well, that's understandable. It really takes about a year to put together the budget book and all the data involved.
At this moment, Dave understood the budget, but never wanted to see Gary in his dreams again.
Run.
You guys got a meeting here?
Yeah, we have one at 3:30.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm filming for a budget thing, so I'm just trying to make it look like a crazy budget. I'll hop out. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I was hoping there was no meetings today. I was like, oh man, this is gonna look crazy if somebody walks in.
Hey Dave, how's it going?
Oh hey Gary, how's it going? It's going good. Let's do it again. One more time. We got it this time.